would have ended up just winning their winners bracket matchup and would have been in the winners bracket finals here, but it's not the case. Splyce has been so strong all day today.
All right, and what we do have, the players already in game now, so we are jumping in. We had a little bit of a delay, but got that worked out here. We are starting off with Boo Boo Doo Boo here as we are 10 seconds into the game, and quickly you can see 2 down for each team. Nobody's able to secure those strongholds quite yet.
Not yet, but Boo was going to be able to secure the rockets, and you see Ant Shotzi has the overshield, and now the strategy is going to be to take over Catwalk from that blue side. You do have a player that is going to be coming up around that blue platform area. Shotzi does seem to know he's over there, but he actually is not aware. Then he gets shot in the back and double teamed by the guy in Catwalk. Boo coming around with the rockets, sees that player on radar. Should be an easy kill, but the battle happening over at Red Nest is really important as well. Shooter's going to need to secure that so these guys on Splyce can rack up some points.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to who gets this Red Nest. But right as Boo Boo is starting to push across the map, almost gets killed by a player over towards Blue Ben. So that is going to be ABCDE putting the first points on the board. Boo Boo was doing a really good job, though, anchoring this position. But as we had that, Red Nest was also taken. So even though Catwalk is in favor of Splyce now, the points are in favor of ABCDE.
Yeah, that was a really nice rotation from ABC, and I like the way that Boo Boo was playing this, but the other side just played it so much better. And now Boo Boo's just been stuck over here while points are being accumulated on the map. He's trying to lock this down and make sure that these guys have control, but there's nothing that you can do with those rockets in that situation unless you're going for something up close. So that was unfortunate for him. Now we're taking a look at what Joel's going to be able to do with the shots. Not able to land those onto Renegade, and now you see Splyce getting some control of the map.
Yeah, I mean, and even with all those stronghold captures that we saw come out of, and we're going to call them ABC here for, short purposes, even with all those secures and captures, they were only able to put 11 points on the board, where you had Boo Boo and the rest of Splyce really holding down blue platform. You can tell that this is their strategy going into the game. They want to secure security here, and they want to hold Catwalk a lot.
Yeah, and Overshield's coming up here soon, so you're going to see Shooter, he dies over towards that camo area, but there's a big battle happening over towards that Overshield, and that's Shotzi laying down the shots on Marbs. Can he get it? No, Marbs with the kill. But it looks like Renegade's going to be waiting for this camo on the other side. Overshield going to be going on over to ABC. Was going to be the play with the camo here, Kyle.
All right, but look at the kill feed there. Boo Boo Doo Boo picks up a suicide here. This is going to be a really big opportunity to push out. You can see Renegade was watching, just decided to give up the overshield. No chance of contesting that one. We'll see what he's going to be able to do as he gets taken no shields in the 1v1 battle. Oh no, Bound missing several shots there. That's not what you want to see here. And they are still able to put points on the board. So even though they got that overshield, they weren't able to use it that effectively. And now Splyce taking the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Marbs lost out on rockets. Then you had that guy Bound miss out on killing the camouflage guy. And if that kill would have went on over to ABC, we could be seeing something completely different in terms of who controls security and Catwalk, and also racks up the points. But now you see Renegade is feeling extremely comfortable and confident in his flank. He's going to make his way over towards the Red Nest. Everyone from ABC spawning outside, so Renegade's going to elect to drop and continue his spree. I think that's 6 in a row now. And you also have members from Splyce distracting from that Catwalk area. So perfect positioning coming in here from everybody on Splyce, but they do have a spawner over here from that red side. Let's see if they're aware of it.
Yeah, and it just looks like Splyce is generally winning more of these individual battles, but just as I say that, Bound gets a little bit of revenge here, does take out Renegade, but like we said, Renegade was already on more than a killing spree there, working onto a killing frenzy, so you can see just the slay is heavily going in their favor.
Yeah, again, just going back to that one melee battle that happened over towards that Catwalk area. If you kill that guy, you don't go on the killing spree, and you never know what the score could be at this point. So just a huge kill there by Renegade, and now Splyce is feeling comfortable and confident, and this is not how you wanted to start this game. You have to go up against these guys, get them on the ropes if you want to win. Boo Boo Doo Boo is throwing a grenade to throw these rockets back over, and you have Shotzi dying over towards this Catwalk. It looks like the guys from ABC are going to be able to get control right when the weapons and the overshield's going to pop, so nice job by them.
That was a pretty good scenario for them. The rockets were coming out. They weren't in that great of a position, but they are able to push out. But it's Boo Boo Doo Boo that ultimately gets control of those. So it's consistently ABC here sacrificing a whole lot of control when they're going for these strongholds, but they're only able to accumulate between like 3 and 10 seconds each time they're able to do so. So it's really not going to be what you need if you're going to take down a team like Splyce.
No, while the other side of the map is going on, you have Shotzi with the camouflage, so just slays left and right coming in for Splyce, continuing to rack up some points. You did see temporarily ABC take some control, but Splyce just got it right back, and now they're controlling this pretty much perfectly as they do just lock down red and blue bend here, or excuse me, catwalk and blue bend. So a perfect setup coming out here from Boobadooboo. He doesn't have to do anything besides just wait for that ticker to go up, and he can also lay down shots on these guys that are no shields in the turbine area. Shots he's going to come up and clean up Emerus J. And what is the play here for ABC? They have to get into security. You can't just go and charge blue bend when the rocket guy's there. This is not going to work.
Ooh, but a nice job dodging that rocket. But unfortunately, still 2 rockets left here for Boobadooboo, who is consistently just anchoring now in this position. He has been chilling over towards blue base this entire time. And you can see, almost looks like he's frozen, but no, he's just sitting there. It's stronghold. You don't even have to be in the hill to accumulate that time. All you have to do is prevent them from securing any of these caps.
Yeah, 20 seconds to the next rockets, and Boobadooboo is just sitting there chilling.
Else.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of bored watching Boobadooboo. Honestly, Kyle, we need to switch it. Let's go on board with someone who's putting some action down, and let's see what ABC is going to do to try to fight back here. Again, they have to make their way over towards security. There's no way that they could push over to blue bend. We know that Boobadooboo's sitting there with the rockets. They should know that he's been sitting there. It's been about 2 minutes, but Boobadooboo's rotated perfectly right when the new rockets come up. Nice perfect, but either way, Boobadooboo will take that any day.
Yeah, lots of perfect stuff happening. It was a good rotation from Boobadooboo, but it was not a perfect first rocket, and it allowed Bound to get a lot of revenge there and actually take him up. That was a kill you should not be winning, especially with those new rockets coming up. Oh, but no, Shotzzy's able to grab the rockets and then grab the overshield. Chaotic did a pretty good job being a little bit annoying there, and there's nice teamwork coming out, but they are starting to lose catwalk. That's 2 players up on top of that catwalk as you see Shotzzy with that overshield fly into blue window. This one can go for Ben.
Shotzzy picking up a double, looking for a triple outside, and he's going to find it. He's going to be able to find the overkill. It looks like that player's outside, but Shotzzy's not going to challenge that. He's going to run away. Still has 1 rocket left in the chamber. All the spawn's going to be outside. He's just going to look for the player onto blue bend, but finally some numbers coming in from ABC. Let's see if Renegade's going to be able to get this reset on the blue bend. Ground pound coming in, and the reset happens for Renegade. That's pretty big because that would have been potentially a triple cap if these guys were able to control the rest of the map.
That could have been such a big swing and exactly what ABC needed here to get back into the game, but Renegade going too clutch, and you can see just how big of a kill swing that can be with camo instead of dying and getting outplayed, which probably should have happened because it was so close to getting, yeah, that ground pound was pretty crispy, but just not able to work out in his favor. And what he secures 3 additional kills, a reversal here. They're going to recapture catwalk. Such a big swing.
Yeah, I mean, they could have came back from that. It would have been a triple cap. We would have had Renegade dead. Now there's points being racked up. I mean, that was 2 game-changing 50-50 kills that Renegade ended up getting. And then he ends up getting a couple camouflage kills as well. We saw Shotzzy picking up some overshields. He picked up some camos. So all the power-ups pretty much going over besides maybe 1 overshield to ABC. But Splyce just controlled this perfectly the entire game. There was nothing that ABC could have done in terms of when they had set up, it just got retaken back immediately because the patience from Splyce was so well played.
You can see they already captured Bend again. Now you have ABC trying to push up and get this catwalk, but Renegade playing defense. 97 points on the board. All he has to do is contest. He's got some help from Shooter. He goes ahead and grabs a double, almost gets a triple there, but he will be taken out. And just like that, that's going to be game over, 100-51 as we take a look at the stats. And yep, just like we said, Tom, a couple of those plays went differently, and this could have been a much closer game. Instead, what we see is Renegade not losing those individual battles, getting away and grabbing so many kills.
22-9 was his overall stats, and if he didn't win some of those 50-50s, we're looking at maybe 8 or 9 kills from a spree that you could eventually take away. So add a couple of those kills and spread them out over to ABC, and you're looking at a much closer game. I mean, they had some nice rotations from the ABC side, especially in the beginning of the game, but eventually I think what was their Achilles heel is those 50-50s that Renegade won, but also just not being in position for when the power-ups came up. And when you're going against a team like Splyce, if you don't win that power-up battle and you don't win the power weapon battle, you're not going to win the series.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. And we talked about how big of a swing that was. Yeah, I mean, not only did he get an additional 3 to 4 kills, but that's 1 less death that he didn't accumulate as well. So only having single-digit deaths with over 20 kills, 14 kills out of Shotzzy here. And then we had 13 kills out of Amherst. The only one to break into double digits here from ABCDE was, in fact, Amherst J. But he was only +1.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in Slayer. We'll see if they're able to control Renegade just a little bit more. But again, they're playing Rig from blue side. So the first thing that you have to do is make sure that these guys aren't getting camo, or that you're at least making sure that they're burning camo. Heck, maybe burn the camo yourself and just sacrifice a life, because again, if you allow them to get the scatter shot, the sniper rifle, the camo, it's going to be over. You're looking at a 50-20, 50-30 there. They can make this a series just by some small things and just some small adjustments. But the thing is Splyce, they're so well prepared for this. Again, if they ended up winning this game, they're just going to steamroll this entire series and through the grand finals, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Renegade has always been a player that can control the power weapons and use them really effectively for his team. He did that on Straight Rippin'. Now we're seeing him do that on Splyce. And the other teams, like ABCDE, really need to shut him down. And you can do that by controlling his power weapons. He's not going in there and winning all these individual pistol battles. It's not like you're seeing Hook just come out and pistol perfect everyone. He is controlling the power weapons. He's using all these different advantages to build bigger leads, and like that camo play we saw. Let's take a quick look at the series layout here. Like you said, Tom, game number 2, the Rig Slayer, is going to be coming up next. Now, yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like Splyce is in that position where they're winning too many individual battles, mostly because of the control. Yeah,
we need to see who is the main Slayer here on ABC. Who's going to be the guy that goes for the weapons? Who's going to be the guy that hits the sniper shots that we're not expecting him to hit? And jumping on board with Shotzi to start this one off. He's going to fly into the basement window. Like the strategy. This is to help secure that camouflage. Look at the aggression to start this game coming out from Splyce. 2 kills immediately.
Wow, and that was, he got over there so quickly here. And what we're seeing, you can see on the observer mode here, Marbs has the sniper rifle, Chaotic with a scatter shot, and a battle rifle. So even though Shotzi was able to push across, grab a quick double kill, really kind of disrupt what ABCDE was trying to do here, we still had power weapon control in their favor.
Yeah, but Shooter was able to get the camo. That's why that whole play happened there for Shotzi. So they're really expecting Shooter to be able to do something. And look at that. He distracted enough for Splyce to pick up 3 kills. Now the last guy alive is forced to throw the sniper rifle off. So that's so unfortunate from ABC, but that's what I'm talking about from Splyce. They are used to these situations. They've been through them before. They are not worried, and they're leaning on their in-game leader, Shooter, to do something with that camouflage. He did.
Yeah, I mean, and sure enough, like, if he didn't have camo scatter shot, he probably would have died there. He missed his first shot. He got a ricochet, I believe it was, off the wall to take that player, no shields. But he would have died if he didn't have such a big advantage in that 1v1, most likely.
Well, here we go. ABC bringing it back a little bit. Now it's tied. Make that a 1-kill lead here. Let's see if Shooter's going to be able to find this guy. You can see the new radar is different, and Shooter was not ready for that clamor. That's why I love these new settings. In a situation like that, all you have to do is stare at your radar, but that was some beautiful use of clamor there, outsmarting Shooter. Shooter eventually picking up that kill, but that's the type of plays and outplays that we didn't see in previous versions of the game types.
As we're seeing, Boop is working around, moving outside, getting some good teamwork down with Shotzi to pick up the kill on Bound. Pretty much just cleared out the entire outside of the map. Now that's going to be forcing ABCDE over at that bunker spawn. As you can see, players start popping up here. And just as that happens, they wait for all 4 members to spawn and then start pushing across the map. 2 players, however, just taking those shields. This is a good opportunity for ABCDE to try to get some more control here. But camo is up. Boop is waiting for it. Does grab that Shotzi. You can see has the scatter shot pushing across the map, being a distraction, but does get taken out.
Yeah, Boop with the second camo here for Splyce. Last time they got it, they pretty much wiped the floor with ABC. We'll see if they're going to be able to do that again. It looks like Boop was going to elect to go outside the map for this one. Interesting strategy when he's already camo going on the very outskirts here. But it looks like he does have intel now on where this player is. Nice double team coming in from the side. Chaotic's going to drop. Where's the rest of the aggression coming in from Splyce? They're going to need someone to push over towards that nest bridge. Boop is still weak. His shield's going to come back, and that is not the use of camo Splyce was looking for.
That was a really big play there for them to be able to take out that camo player, because you can see it is almost like their Achilles heel with what they've been able to do in those kill swings we've seen them accumulate.
Shotzi has a 2-on-1 situation here. He's going to be able to at least get 1 kill out of it, as he should with that scatter shot, but you do have the 1-kill advantage still here for ABC. Seems like they're definitely brushed off the game number 1 in Eden Strongholds 151. If you're just joining us, thanks for watching. This is the LCQ Winners Bracket Finals going on between Splyce and ABC. And now ABC, the huge underdog here, ends up with a 3-kill lead, but you do have Boo with the sniper rifle.
Yeah, so you got Scattershot over in the hands of ABCDE. Boo with that sniper, but does get taken out. Great job by Bound, pushing over, collapsing there as Shotzzy answers with a perfect kill of his own. But we do have a lead over here in the favor of ABCDE. Not something I was expecting to see, especially with the amount of control and camos that have gone over to Splyce.
Yeah, so Boo here with the perfect shots, but you do have Sniper Rifle in the hands of ABC. You also have, as you see, Scattershot in the hands of Amorous. Nasty shots coming out from Amorous and Bound there. A no-scope to the face happening off-stream, and now a 5-kill lead here for ABC. Kyle, we were not expecting this.
No, not at all here. And we'll move over with Bound as he does have that Sniper Rifle 5-kill lead. Couple big individual plays. Looks like ABCDE starting to warm up, get comfortable now. They are realizing maybe they can be the team that upsets the Splyce squad, and really like some of his map control and movement. That double headshot there, Tom. That's going to be some crispy sniping that we're seeing, and that's 3 down for Splyce.
Yeah, but the last guy has the camouflage. It's Renegade sitting down in the trenches still. And what's he going to be able to do with this one? Looks like he's going to be still electing for a trenches push. Maybe he's going to go over towards that open field area, but you can see on your player outlines, everyone is just scattered around. There's going to be a weak player. He's going to find Chaotic. Is that the sniper rifle guy? It is. So now the sniper rifle and the camo guy fighting against one another.
Oh, but that grenade, Bound did spot that grenade, knows the camo player is over by that nest. Good communication here coming out from this ABCDE squad. But the scary part is that's the 3rd camo that they have just not really been set up or prepared for at all.
Almost landing that quick scope on the guy over towards the pipe side. Chaotic's going to find Boo, but you still have a player coming towards that back wall. That's going to be Shooter with the scatter shot, dropping him down. Still a 5-kill lead, though. Let's see if they're able to close this gap a little bit on the Splyce side. This would be a huge win for them if they're able to do it. Going up 2-0 in the series will give them tons of confidence to close this out.
And you can see Renegade here is pushing on the flank. Only 3 kills. So grenades coming in, but not able to connect at all. Have to make sure Amorous can stay alive in the back corner as Renegade is working with his teammates. And you know, the one good thing about ABCDE I am seeing is they are rotating really well together and working as a team.
Yeah, Kyle, switch on over to Amorous, Jay, because we're talking about who is going to be the guy to step it up. He does die to that grenade, but let's stick with him through the respawn here in a second, because he is sitting, Kyle, at 12-8. So he is definitely the big difference maker in terms of the stats, and not a lot of assists in this game, too, so a lot of 1v1s happening.
Oh, and already back up to a 5-kill lead here. I don't even know how that happened, because it looked like Splyce was really making that comeback there, going down by only 3. Oh, okay, back down to 3 once again, but new camo coming up once again, Tom, and you can see everyone here from ABCDE dying exactly at that time, coming off spawn over towards, you know, the BR side, outside of the map, while Splyce is, boom, already grabbing it again.
They got it. They had the timing on that. That is every single camo going in the hands of Splyce, but somehow ABC still with this 2-kill lead. A lot of this having to do with Amorous with the weapons over here. He's going to have to do some more big things with the sniper rifle if they want to win this game number 2. It's going to come down to who's going to be able to kill this camo guy. There goes the grenades. That is the camo guy pushing onto the bridge. Can Amorous see him? His sniper rifle was blocking him, and Renegade still just crouching there from mid-bridge.
We saw some great sniping here earlier, and he grabs what? Yet another kill. Getting shot in the back. That is the camo player. Renegade with a triple kill. Just takes down almost everyone here from ABCDE, and then Sniper moving over in favor of Shotzzy.
Renegade clutching it again, this time with the triple kill. Last time he went 22-9 in game number 1, Eden Strongholds. Now it's up to Bound with the scatter shot to find where these guys are, because everybody on the side of Splyce is in perfect positions right now. You have Shotzzy with the sniper rifle. Renegade, huge fight if he can get it. No, nice shutdown there by ABC. Are they going to be able to collapse and converge on the numbers here? A couple players stuck on over towards the tower side. That's both the sniper rifle and the other player that was on spawn. Everyone coming around over towards this barrel side, 41-40. It's going to be a fight over towards this side of the map, Kyle, and it's going to be either Splyce or ABC. I'm not sure who, but Marbs with the scatter shot can close this one out.
And this is a scary moment for both teams. You do not want to go down 0-2 to Splyce, especially when you've had control or at least the lead essentially the entire game here. Splyce right at the end starting to bring this back. Sniper is over in hands of Shotzzy.
Yeah,
I want to see what Marbs is going to be able to do here. Trying to bounce the scatter shot off the wall, get some hit markers, but not able to secure the kill.
so many no shields players. That's 3 players from Splyce down to no shields. You also had Shooter over towards the barrel side too. So 2 kills going on over. Now it's a 3-kill lead here with the camo coming up. Can they finally secure their first camo of the game on the ABC side and close this one out to tie the series?
Yeah, we'll see what happens as Shotzi gets taken no shields, not able to connect with the sniper shots. That's going to be a kill, and I think that sniper was out of ammo, so not going to be too alarming there, but with a 5-kill lead, just over 3 minutes to play in this game, and that camo, I believe they were able to secure that one.
Yeah, it looks like they have the sniper rifle and the camo in the hands of ABC right now, but somehow Bubudubu finds a double kill, and Bound has had this camo for quite some time now. He's E2, and he hasn't been able to do anything. You can see half of his camo has ticked away. So Bubudubu trying to find out where this guy is, but Bound picks up that kill, and the trade comes in for Shotzi. I think Splyce would take that trade there, 1 for 1, and now they have control of the map with 3 kills, make that 2 kills to make up.
Marb's not able to see the player hiding right below him. Renegade and Bubudubu pushing out,
Jason
grabbing a kill, only down by 1. They were just up by 5 a second ago.
They're collapsing hard over here. He has scatter shot and sniper rifle at this point. There is a spawner behind him though. He gets the kill. Chaotic. Is he gonna be able to find the last guy? You have a no shields guy over towards the back wall. Renegade comes in with the melee, 49 to 48. Marbs, what are you looking at? There's a no shields guy in front of you. Renegade's still alive somehow. A player in the trenches, another player in the white hall. Renegade getting lit up, and he drops 50 to 48. ABC with the win.
And there were kind of a lot of questionable plays that I feel like I'm seeing here. Shotzi, when he challenged in Whitehall with the sniper rifle on the scatter shot player, I thought for sure he was out of ammo. Why else would you put yourself in that position? But no, turned over his sniper with 4 shots left in it. I was giving him too much credit for a minute. But as we take a look at the Carnage report, 15 and 11 from Amherst. He was the one that went positive in game number 1, I believe, 13 and 12. So we're seeing him continue this momentum and kind of have Splyce's number right now.
Yeah, and I was surprised that they were going to be able to win that game. Now that they're tied up 1-1, this could be anyone's series. We now move into virtually a best of 3. And they did it without any camos, Kyle. Can you believe the fact that they got 1 camo out of what, like 6, and still were able to do it? Amazing job by ABC, and some amazing sniping there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Game number 1 was a little scary. There were a couple moments, I don't remember who it was, and maybe it was Marbs, but not picking up that kill on Renegade when he was no shields in basement. Luckily, Splyce overcommitted and challenged again. 49-48, run out by yourself. Like there's a lot of
Splyce got a little cocky there, is what happened. They got a little too overconfident. They decided that they were going to go and challenge, and they didn't watch the spawners, and then they got just a little bit too flustered after that. It became too chaotic. They started to chase kills that they shouldn't have. What I would have done in that situation, obviously, you know, it's so much different because we saw how things unfolded, but I thought once Bubudubu had scattershot and sniper rifle, I would have passed one of those weapons off. I probably would have gave Renegade the sniper or just kept the sniper and gave the scattershot to somebody else, and then just slowed it down, because I don't see a team like Chaotic and Marbs and ABC, these guys, as someone that's going to be able to withstand a slow-paced game, wait for the next camo, and then just kind of pick them apart from there. And I thought that was a missed opportunity for Splyce.
Yeah, you have the power weapons, you have the experience, the level, the amount of time you've been competing. You should use that to your advantage, but they did not do that. They had sniper and scatter, allowed those weapons to get turned over, and just didn't really set up and allow their sniper any time to get those kills, like we saw from Amherst J, who was just racking up snipe kills.
Well, now we move into, I believe, Coliseum CTF was game number 3.
Yeah,
I think
take a look at the
Strongholds
series layout
Plaza, game number 4, and then Regret Slayer is game number 5 if it comes down to it. And it looks like we are getting game number 3 underway here soon. Again, going to be coming down to the weapon control. They didn't get the camos in the previous game, but at least they took away the sniper rifle. They took away the scatter shot. How many power weapon kills did they have? You still have the stats up there, Kyle, so let's see.
Power weapon kills, let's see.
6 power weapon kills coming out for this guys. 6 to 6. So they were able to at least tie up the power weapon kills, and I feel like that's really why they stayed in that game. You're not seeing any huge difference in terms of, you know, amazing strategy coming out from Splyce, or they're out shooting these guys. You know, it's more or less just 1 or 2 kills that they're getting and then just going on sprees. So they're gonna have to limit those sprees, really focus again on controlling rockets and sniper rifle. If they're able to do that, we're going to see some really, really close games.
All right, now we're looking at Marbs here as we go into game number 3. Series tied up 1-1. Now this is, of course, back to an objective gameplay, so I see it benefiting Splyce, I believe, but as we see that, Shooter gets perfected, Shotzi falls off the map, Combat Evolved Medal coming out, Marb gets those rockets here, and Sniper over in the hands of Chaotic. This is a dream opening for them.
Literally, you couldn't imagine it any better. All of a sudden, like a gust of wind takes Shotzi off the map. I'm assuming Shotzi was going, I mean, he's kind of a small guy, so I can assume that a breeze would take him pretty far. So he fouls off over towards that snipe side, and now, well, everyone's just betraying each other now, so things are, not going as planned for both of these teams, but it's been fun to watch it.
Yeah, and then there you go. Barbs picks up a kill on Renegade, but those rockets are going to get turned over. The Sniper is still over towards Chaotic, so we'll see what he's able to do. Running away with this, decides, hey, let's get a little bit of a reset. My teammate just lost rockets over by Sniper side of the map. I do not want to turn this over, but as I say that, gets collapsed on from Fountain and Window. Renegade, who just died over at Sniper side, getting hit with that rocket immediately. First one already across the map, again pulling flag.
Yeah, he's no shields and still is going to push that one over towards the grass. It looks like Splyce said, all right, ABC, this is enough. We are going to continue the aggression and just lay it on you at your base. That's exactly what they did. Let's see where the pressure is going to come now from ABC. Renegade, he just put the cap in. Looks like he's going to help out over towards that elbow side, hitting that nice shot onto Marbs. Isn't able to get that clamber up towards the catwalk, so he's going to elect for a flank. And again, this is why I love the radar change. He would have been called out so long ago with that flank, but instead he's able to make his way around the map. Nice shots and 3 dead now for ABC.
Yeah, Amherst just had no idea that was happening. But that's one of the things, you need to also know who you're playing against. Renegade has already done that exact same move like 3 times this game, and it's something from watching him play in the past. He is constantly doing that exact route. If you're controlling Sniper side of the map, or you're over towards top catwalk here on Coliseum, you always need to be prepared for that, especially with the radar changes.
Nice shot by ABC, getting Shooter out of the cave. It's really important. That's the priority position to be in if you are trying to slay these people out of the base. So now ABC going to try to get out, but Booba just sitting in the silver, being so annoying. And you could see Shotzi trying to push over and take that spot that Shooter was into, and then maybe Renegade eventually would push it towards the window. It seems like that's how they really like to run the flags here. Oh my goodness, Booba with the double kill. Now he's going to get aggressive and pushing towards the window. Thought he was going to maybe go for the overkill, but I guess they learned their lesson from the previous game. Back off just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to turn that over too quickly here. Booba, absolutely one of the more patient players on this team. It's hard to argue that. Marbs, who just got killed by Booba on Silver, comes off spawn, gets sniped in the back of the head as he tries to run towards top rockets. Did he just...
Oh no, it did hit him. The grenade marker he thought was a stick, but it wasn't quite a stick. Either way, really nice mechanics coming out from Booba. He's always just waiting and, never moving his left thumbstick too much, just lining it up and just playing so patient. Booba is always fun to watch when you're on his screen, but it looks like he's kind of caught in no man's land here, so I'm wondering what the play is going to be for him. Eventually, I would assume some sort of flank over towards the elbow, but it looks like someone's already pushing in the elbow, so he's going to maybe go towards the window, but the flag is going to have to be pulled eventually. Booba is going to be the one watching the spawn, and another flag is being pulled out here from the side of Splyce. Chaotic gets a grenade kill onto Renegade, so that should slow things down a little bit, but that flag is pretty far. Yeah,
that flag was pulled out. Booba, who's just been chilling in front of the base here for a better part of a minute, going on 2 minutes, I think, before finally getting taken out by Chaotic. Looks like that flag will be returned here as Chaotic pushes for it. The other flag is being run across the map already. You can see it going into the base now. Marbs will be able to secure that one.
That was an amazing play from Marbs. One of his teammates took Renegade out of scope as Renegade was going to land the perfect grenade and just get that nade shot from across the map to kill the flag guy, and that probably would have slowed the cap down just for a little bit. But all in all, it is a counter cap coming out from ABC, and we were on Booba screen for quite some time. We saw him just really slow playing it in no man's land. While that was happening, ABC took full control of the map, and Marbs is laying down some really nasty shots. Loved that double kill, but also the clean shots across the map to help his teammate get that assist and get that kill on the player. And now he's just distracting as much as he can as multiple players from Splyce are finally going to clear him out.
Yeah, pretty good rotations, recognizing the terrain on the map, trying to position himself where he can't get shot in the back from Renegade. However, Renegade, we all know, extremely aggressive player, just pushed on, collapsed on, ended up securing that kill. And then Renegade right back to the same spot where we see him and Booba consistently sitting at, getting some good damage down the map. But 3, make that 4 dead here. That should be a return. Looks like they also, not being able to get a flag pull quite yet. Everyone was on their own side of the map. But Rocket's pushing to the base. He's got 1 left. 3 players. Oh no, the missed opportunity here once again.
That was a huge rocket miss there. That's going to allow Splyce to reset. The flag is being pulled out the window, but it doesn't seem like everyone's in position quite yet from ABC to stop this one. But an amazing flag route coming out from Amherst J, and he misses the jump, and he's going to die to Shooter for that jump.
He, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but he was not clambering up on that ledge, which I think he could have gone on the first jump, and that flag would have been pushed all the way across. That was kind of a crucial mistake. You're not going to get a whole lot of flag opportunities like that.
2 missed opportunities for both the teams there, but I think the one from ABC is going to sting just a little bit more. Shooter now laying down some shots with the battle rifle. Does spot a player in the grass. Didn't get the first shot, so he's just going to back off and call out for some support. That player is vulnerable in the middle of the map there, so smart play by Shooter. And now you do have 1 player alive now for ABC. Multiple players spawning up on the elbow, so I do like this push coming in from Renegade to get a guy towards top Rockets. A lot of players will just push immediately towards the snipe side, but it's important to have that 3-in-1 push coming in, so eventually someone could charge in. And while Rockets are coming up, Renegade is going to be in the perfect position to grab those and flank these guys, but it seems like ABC is going to push out of their base. That's what they should do. They should get out and flank immediately, but Renegade already catches them off guard.
Ooh, but he just turned over those rockets in the window, and I believe Sniper is down over towards Cave. Wasn't sure on the ammo count there, but oh, he was in the air, and Spawner came up immediately, but somehow must have been a betrayal or something. I don't know how Boo just got that kill. He was no shields in that cave, and Marps had just spawned up.
All I know is you were watching that, and I switched shot over to Chaotix point of view to see what was going on towards the elbow, and he just gave Shooter the business. Amherst J picking up the triple kill. That's the over. You got to out. Ooh, I thought he was going to outshoot him for the over, but doesn't happen. Shotzzy shutting it down.
But it wasn't even close.
Yeah, but it wasn't even close. Either way, still a nice triple kill coming out from Amherst. He's kind of had a slow game in terms of his first 2 games performance, but either way, 1-1 here in the series and 1-1 in the game. ABC fighting tooth and nail.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at the stats, see how this game's been playing out so far. All 4 members on the flag. Bound being a distraction, getting some good damage out as well, but no, you gotta be careful there. Of course, there's gonna be someone over towards the cave.
Yeah, all these guys just snuggling inside of the base there for Splyce, trying to work on team unity over there, and it seems to be paying off for these guys. And I want to know what's going to happen here from ABC side. They need to get some more control, and they've lost 2 flag opportunities. So are they going to stay resilient here? Because this is the time that the mental stamina really starts to kick in. 3 dead. Looks like they're keeping the pressure up, and that's what you want to see here from the ABC side. Splyce going to have to turtle in their base again. It looks like Shotzzy is going to go for a flank, so switching up the strategy a little bit. I like that coming out from Splyce. They did the same thing last time, and it worked. But you can't say that that same strategy would work again.
Barbs is in a pretty good position. The question is, does he know there's a player right next to him? Yes, he does. He will find the kill on Shooter. That's 2 dead for both teams. Rockets are up. Both flags pulled out top. This is going to be a crucial moment.
But they're both sitting on the same grenade that's been thrown by Renegade there, and Renegade comes in with the flank, so that was just very poor communication from these guys from ABC, and then Renegade comes in eventually with the return. So it looks like both flags got reset, but ABC missing out on another opportunity. They could have eventually got that second cap, and that's the second time we've said that, so they could have closed it out as Renegade picks up another kill on the kill feed. 3 dead. Last guy in the back of the base over here, he's going to drop as well. They also have position on the elbow to get the spawner when he comes up. Where are they going to bring this flag? Seems like it's going to be an immediate push over towards the grass, and it looks like they have this more than in the bag there. 2 kills coming in, make that 3. Renegade finds another one, and there it is, 2-1 Splyce.
Yeah, no, that's a scary moment, especially with how well ABCDE has been playing this game. I thought it would be them that are in the lead here at this point, but just as I say that, they do get 3 dead. Rockets and Snipers. So Sniper is still over towards Boo Boo Doo Boo's hiding on the sneaky ledge over towards Snipe side of the map. It just picks up a Sniper kill, probably in no scope. We will move over on board with him as he grabs 2 kills, starts shutting down this push once again here, coming out from ABCDE.
Really nice flank coming in from Boo Boo Doo Boo. Now he's going to get aggressive because he sees the numbers. Looks like he doesn't push in all the way. Instead, he wants to take Amherst J's base. Where's the play going to be after this? Is he going to back off and let his teammates push in? Never necessarily want to be the first person to push in with a sniper rifle, but we have seen Boo Boo Doo Boo do it before, especially because he likes these no-scopes, but it looks like he's going to elect for the grenade. That one's going to hit one of his teammates. Now he's pinched, stuck in 2 players on his radar. Is he going to be able to get out of this one? Almost does. Chaotix picks up 2, but it looks like Splyce has bought themselves enough time to reset.
Yeah, that was a great job by Booba being a distraction. Now, if he hit that second no-scope, that would have been quite impressive, but he was putting some damage down here on these players. You see Renegade pushing it. He's got that sniper. He's challenging, almost trying to line that up. Not going to be able to connect there. And that was Sniper once again changing hands. But look, Amherst J, he's able to grab these rockets as well.
Yeah, looking at the kills, you have Renegade sitting at 29, Booba at 24. There's a huge drop-off after that. 15 for Shots and 10 for Sugar. On the other side, Marv sitting with 20. What is Amherst J sitting at 12. So Amherst, again, with two really great games. He's going to really have to pick it up here in this next minute and a half. And he does it there with that double kill. Has 2 rockets left, but Booba clutching it up again. This time finding 2, maybe 3 down over towards that grass area.
Rockets just turned over. Booba not able to pull the trigger there. Wasn't sure. I think he had one in the chamber, so he could have been able to fire that, but wasn't able to do it in time. Just over a minute left here in this game. Now, of course, if ABCDE is able to tie this one up, it will go into overtime with another 3 minutes on the clock. 3 dead. Flag has been pulled. Last player by Fountain. Is he able to get the kill? Somebody secures that kill. That's going to be Shotzzy. It was the last player alive who picked up that flag cap. Flag is moving. It's going up into the window. Marps is on a good flank. This is looking pretty good to tie this one up. We'll see if they're able to do so. And sure enough, Chaotic puts that flag in.
And then he grenades himself and kills himself after that. Let's see if Shooter's going to be able to come back and possibly counter this. You have multiple players on the elbow here for Splyce. And a couple players, no shields, sitting in the base for ABC. A flank coming in from Catwalk area. This is looking really good for Splyce. Someone's going to have to pick up a kill in a 2-on-4 situation here for ABC if they want to do something. Could this be the kill? No, Amherst J not able to find Booba. That's another one of those 50-50s that you have to win. Everyone's spawning over towards that rock side of the map. Bound finding a double kill. That's going to slow Splyce down just a little bit. Looks like this one is going to go into overtime, Kyle.
Oh, Booba winning another crucial 1v1. That was going to be Amherst, I believe, that missed a few shots there. 3 dead. Flag was not able to be returned. This is not looking good after such a great fight. Right as they send it into overtime, Booba will go ahead and put this one in. And that's going to be now a 2-1 lead going over in favor of Splyce. Take a look at some of these stats here. And sure enough, Renegade being an absolute boss here again for Splyce. He's just so quick on the map, rotations on the movement. He's so aggressive, and he just went 31 and 20.
Yeah, but even more impressive than that is the 29, 17, and 14 performance coming out from Booba. 6 less stats, 6 more assists, only 2 less kills, and really clutching it up when his team needed to. He picked up an amazing double kill. Thought he was going to do more with the rockets there. But ABC, they are putting on a show, honestly. I wasn't expecting this kind of performance from these guys. I want to see these guys coming out to events just like Daytona because I want to see how they can do on a land scenario. And they're fighting very close. Again, that could have went either way. They missed out on so many opportunities, 2, maybe 3 flag caps that they should have had. We're looking at a completely different series at that point.
And they had a couple clutch individual plays to actually, secure that second flag cap. That double kill with the Rockets, he probably shouldn't have gotten that, but he was, in fact, able to secure that. That put 3 dead. He runs the flag over towards Catwalk. Of course, he gets killed. Might have taken it front window and jumped up to Catwalk. It would have been fine. They would have had it a little bit quicker. And sure enough, Splyce did kind of get a counter capture off of it, essentially. So, yeah, but these guys are good.
Well, I'm just thinking about the little things like missing that clamber jump with the flag over towards the grass when he should have made it into the maze easily. That could have been a flag capture. The time that they brought the rockets over towards the elbow and Renegade got the kill there on the guy that was coming in with the flank, that was a huge missed opportunity. So a couple of, again, just minor errors there, but a couple minor errors cost Splyce game number 2 as well. So this has to be a little bit promising for a couple of the teams in the losers bracket watching this one, being like, hey, like we can play at this level. We can clean up some of these mistakes that even these guys are making and maybe come out and make a losers bracket run.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You can see, obviously, these guys are extremely talented. I'm taking a look at some of the stats as well. It was Booba and Renegade, the 2 that went off, the 2 with the big positive ratios here in this game, that had all the power weapon kills for Splyce. They had 9 total. 5 coming out for Booba, 4 from Renegade. You can see, these 2 guys, they are the anchors on the team. Renegade, a little bit of a different position, almost kind of reminds me a little bit of a legit from back in the day, where he's just so good. It's like such a good shot, so aggressive, and able to put up these monstrous numbers while running the flag.
Yeah, that was just really well-played series by Renegade all games so far. Really carried in game number 1, went huge in game number 3 as we take a look at the series layout, moving into strongholds on Plaza. Now, you know, we look at game number 2, and Slayers are a little bit more random than objectives. I feel like, you know, you have to be a little bit more coordinated in terms of a CTF Coliseum or an Eden Strongholds game compared to a Rig Slayer, but you can't take away that 50-48 win. That was big for these guys. However, I want to see what they're going to be able to do in a Strongholds game, where in game number 1, you could see that score 100-51. It wasn't really close because of the amount of control that Splyce was able to do here. Plaza is a very unforgiving map if you're stuck over in that yard area, so you're going to have to make sure that you can control the camo. You're not going to have any sniper rifle or railguns here, but make sure that you at least get the shotgun and do some work with it.
And we're going to start this one off here with Chaotic as he decides to push right over into yard. It looks like they were going for that. Now, looks like they just, they all left it, and he actually went for a flank here, so it might work out in their favors. 1 dead for both teams. No strongholds captured quite yet, but no, he will turn back and go for that yard. So they really overloaded yard control here, you know, coming off spawn, just completely ignored Nest.
Yeah, nice double back as well. They're able to at least get the trade on that kill. The question is, who's going to be able to take bottom middle? Because you can see Nest currently in control of Splyce. You have yard controlled by ABC, but multiple players are all over Chaotic, so Chaotic doing whatever he can. And I've seen 2 really good double backs so far. That is the second one right there. And now he is slowly but surely capturing bottom middle. Is he going to be able to get it? He does.
Wow, that was a really good job recognizing. Now, I don't know what the communication was like on that team, but he did recognize. You can kind of see what his thought process is. He's getting shot in the back. He runs up driveway. He doesn't pop all the way around the corner in case the player that was sitting on glass that was kind of shooting at him just, you know, thinks he's going to do that and pops out to try to pick up that kill. And he pushes back, grabs bottom middle.
Yeah, but he doesn't lay any damage during that death right there, so that's unfortunate for him. Shooter's going to be able to get the easy kills. Boobadooboo not able to land any of the grenades that he was trying to shoot or throw as well. And then bottom middle being captured by Splyce. Booboo's obviously out of the play because he's weak. And he's also now all the way in yard, so still out of the play for a good 10 seconds now. Is he able to find a kill onto Marbs? Pretty nice grenade coming in from Splyce, but you can see Nest and bottom middle currently being controlled by ABC. Splyce is going to have to get a couple more kills. They find one on the bound. That's going to be 2. Shotzzy finding maybe 3. Boobadooboo helps him with that one. Chaotic is going to drop it. Marbs is now the last guy alive. Really nice push by Splyce.
Yeah, it's a nice job that Marbs stayed alive. S4 here actually pushes back out onto Boobadooboo and grabs that kill. Bound coming off spawn. He gets a back whack and a kill. And just like that, we had 3 dead for ABCDE, and they answer back immediately off spawn and recapture bottom mid.
It looks like Bound was aware that Shotzzy was coming up that ramp, but instead he's going to focus on the spawner instead, finding Shooter. Really nice shots coming in aggression. Multiple players pushing top center for that camo. Can he find Renegade? Renegade's still alive. Marbs is going to get that kill. Now Shotzzy caught out of position over towards that U-turn, and here is some aggression coming in. Last player alive over towards that loop. They can collapse on this triple cap if they want. Instead, they're just going to go for Shooter over here towards that loop area as they should. Nice play, not getting too overhyped up here from the side of ABC and just backing off and waiting for the next round of slits.
They really did a fantastic job collapsing, keeping a numbers advantage, starting to really accumulate this time. Completely different than the Eden strongholds that we saw here. This team is obviously, and you can tell immediately, much more comfortable here on Plaza Strongholds.
I gotta say, I'm just really impressed with such a small play like that, not to pursue that aggression over towards that yard, and they're still controlling the setup, waiting for these guys to push up. Amherst J finding that triple kill, and it's been a full minute now of control here for the ABC team, and I love how they're not getting too aggressive. Also, Amherst J has that shotgun in his back pocket. He's gonna get spotted out by the players in the loop, and that is so unfortunate by ABC. The player that was in the strongest position with the strongest weapon gets taken out.
And you can tell Splyce is no stranger to having people sitting top gold and trying to take out. They have a very coordinated and execution plan. Whenever someone is top gold, you pointed out that great nade we saw earlier. We don't even know who threw that nade top gold to kill Marbs, and Boobadooboo secured the kill from inside of yard. So it's a great job by Splyce having a game plan when it comes to breaking out of control.
Yeah, it looks like now the fight is going to happen bottom middle, because you're going to see Splyce just give up that nest area and control yard. But on the other side, ABC really wants to rack up some points here. Camo coming up in about 15 seconds. Something to remember is that in that great game that Splyce lost, they were able to secure a ton of those camos. I believe 5 or 6 camos going up over Splyce. So Coach Phil definitely doing a good job over there. It looks like the yard does get reset. Bottom middle currently being captured. They do have the numbers advantage for Splyce, so they should be able to get this reset. The drop down coming in from Shooter, but he gets picked off, and still the fight happens, and the reset comes in.
I can't believe they actually got that reset. That was a great job, even though he wasn't able to grab the kill. He did keep that kill alive and keep it in Splyce's favor.
Very nice nade coming out from Marbs. I'm curious to see what happened with that camouflage. I'm scrolling through right now. I don't see anyone that has picked it up. It could be a delayed one, but it looks like more or less it was burned. And now Nest being captured here by Splyce. You do have Marbs almost getting that kill on a Renegade. That's, again, one of those big 50-50s that you got to win.
Oh, but just like that, and Renegade stays alive. That would have been a big kill from Chaotic if he was able to grab that one. He did get bottom mid-hill, and looks like
getting everybody.
He really is, but nobody's cleaning up any of these kills, and they're starting to lose bottom center.
Someone's got to clean up the kills there for Chaotic. Very nice shots on multiple players there. They are racking up the points, but it looks like they need to get over towards that nest area, and they want to focus Boo down. Perfect job by ABC. Where is the play? Look at this, Kyle. They're actually just going to play it patient and control the yard and bottom middle. I'm not sure if that was the right move there.
He bound, pushing in. He's got a player with a shotgun right in front of him. Challenges it. Will go ahead and secure that kill. Gets the reset. They still have control. Nobody from Splyce grabbing bottom mid yet, and they were at a numbers disadvantage. So, of course, they're going to be coming off spawn over towards either hotel or the nest area. But just like that, Shooter somehow gets into yard behind bound, takes out the shotgun player, but then gets cleaned up himself.
Big moment in the game here. We could potentially go to a game 5 if ABC is able to control this just a little bit more. Nice thrust into the back whack there by Amorous J. Another player's top center. That is Boo. So now a 2-on-2 situation here. And Nest being controlled over there from the side of Splyce. But you still have this poor man setup of yard and bottom middle coming in from ABC. Looks like they're completely comfortable just to hold this and wait for Splyce to try to charge over towards the yard.
We're seeing so many great and so many terrible nades at the same time this game. But we are, like you said, Tom, they've got that, essentially poor man's setup. And you have Splyce with Nest, but really not being very comfortable pushing out here. As you can see, Shooter probably doesn't have the help that he quite wants here, fighting the players at Glass, decides just to back off.
Again, they have not been able to break the setup for Splyce. It looks like they wanted to go over towards the yard, and now they're finally realizing that they should be focusing their efforts down towards bottom middle. Multiple players fighting down there. The reset comes in for ABC. That is huge. You also have Green Gun in the hands of Chaotic. Joel looks like he's aware of the player towards bottom center. Does hit that player with the Green Gun and shots. He's going to drop him. Another one over towards the Prius. Multiple players pushing over for the truck. This is the battle that we've been waiting for. Looks like ABC is going to win it. The last player, Boo over towards the U-turn, but Boo shuts that down with the triple kill. It has to be the fight for bottom middle now for Splyce. They have no other option.
Yeah, but look at the time here, Tom. This one is ticking away. They're going for 2 separate strongholds as well. You got Shooter over in yard. You had a player just die bottom center. Looks like they will be able to get it in time, though.
They are going to get the yard, and they also have a player that is defending the nest. Can they get over towards bottom middle, though, before the players take nest on the side of ABC? That is just sitting there for the taking. There goes the thrust coming in. That is it. Very nice job by Amorous J coming in with the Spartan charge. If he didn't get that Spartan charge, I'm not even sure if Shotzi would have possibly made it there for the contest in the 1v1 battle.
That was really close, and we saw 100, I believe, to 51. Game number 1, Strongholds Eden. Completely different story this time around here as we see 100 to 33. And just like that, Tom, we're heading into a game number 5 already. Some of the games earlier today, like we saw, there were no game 5s earlier. Bunch of 3-0s, couple 3-1s. But now, all of a sudden, we're already seeing a game number 5. We know how much is on the line for these guys, and nobody is going to let this opportunity slip through their fingers here. These guys want to step it up. We saw a little bit of a sloppy play, I think, especially in that game number 1 and 2. But we've really seen a lot of changes here coming out from both teams. I feel like ABCDE is kind of really tightened up things, and Splyce is recognizing, hey, these guys are no pushover. We really need to try extremely hard to make sure we can make it into Pro League because they already lost 2 games.
Yeah, now we're going into Regret Slayer, so anything can happen here. Curious to see what team's going to be able to control more overshields. I did watch when Rynoob was streaming earlier. It was a 50-45 game, I believe, that Auction Supremacy dropped to this Splyce squad that we're about to watch here. And I don't know what's going to happen here because we saw 50-48 in game number 2, and we saw some very nice individual plays coming out from ABC that I wasn't necessarily expecting. Really smart plays on not getting too aggressive, not pushing into yard, backing working off. Really nice shots coming in from Chaotic everywhere too. So I'm very, very impressed with these guys individually and as a team.
Yeah, and I want to point out J, 18 and 10 that game. Once again, he's been positive every single game so far, and he is really leading this squad against Splyce here. We do have the players setting up into game number 5 here. Regret Slayer. Tom, is there any predictions here?
Ooh, I just want to see a 50-49. I'm not sure who's going to win, but I want this to be as intense as possible. Plasma Caster, it's going to be extremely important. Guys, I want to know who you think is going to win. Make sure you hit us up at ESL Halo. Use that hashtag HCS. Also at HCS. That's a good place to contact us as well. Looks like there's going to be a P1 battle to start. Marv versus Renegade. Sloppy shots coming in, and Renegade somehow picking up a double kill. And 3-1 for Splyce to open this one up.
Yeah, and you can see it looks like that had to be Overshield player. Chaotic looks like he was able to grab that, but even with that control, 4-1. Now 4-2 is J able to answer back. He is the unsung hero here for this squad to send this into a game number 5.
Yeah, I feel like after watching that game against Auction Supremacy, these guys on the side of Splyce really know how to play this game type. Kind of a bad draw for a game number 5 here if you're ABC, but maybe they can continue to press as they have the entire series. It's one of those game types, again, where you can't afford to get a little bit too aggressive, and that's something that they seem to be doing pretty well in Closet Stronghold.
We got 2 players just doing a great job. I think that's Shooter and Renegade just sitting top card, doing a great job battling here. Players trying to fight from top center. Grabbing those kills. J is getting collapsed on bottom center. Will go ahead and be taken out 11-6. A quick early lead here coming out for Splyce. Shotzzy grabs yet another double kill here, and he's sitting top card. That's where we saw him just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
You can see these players definitely have their places they like to go and control.
And 11 of their 12 kills are assisted. That's what the scary thing is right now. You have 3 out of the 6 kills assisted on the other side of ABC. So just kind of unfortunate opening to that one, with Splyce really starting to kind of close the clamp down here and make sure that they can. Wow, I'm surprised you didn't get that trade there. I thought that was a definite trade coming out, but either way, Renegade is going to be able to come out and get that kill. So eventually, it does result in a trade, as you do have the combo here for Renegade, and this is a very, very powerful position to be in.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that Mark was even, watching that spot and recognized there's a player hiding there. You can see these guys aren't familiar with, all the different nuances in the game here, what the power positions are to hold, and if you're not seeing action, where people might be hiding.
Overshield coming up here soon, and ABC was able to grab that one, but most likely Splyce is going to have the time. So multiple players are going to drop for ABC. That's going to give Splyce the advantage. There it is, popping up right around that 49 mark. Looks like Shooter's going to fly and pick that one up right around 46. That's a full Overshield, 21-8, and map control. This is all Splyce in game 5.
And we'll see what Amherst is able to do here. Yeah, this is just not looking pretty. We saw some body disrespect coming out of that game. The end of game number 4 here, I think from Amherst himself, but 23-8. Not the position you want to find yourself in here when you've had such a good opportunity to continue in winner's bracket.
2 players are going to drop again for ABC, and it's going to be so difficult with all of the momentum right now on Splyce's side in a map like this. It just doesn't seem like it's going to happen for ABC. The aggression is starting to kick in. You can see this never say die, never lose mentality coming in for Splyce. They really want to make it into that Pro League. Winning this series is the best possible chance to set yourself up for success. So they do not want to drop this series here.
Yeah, you can see Renegade will finally be taken out here below the base. And although this is a big 3 dead for Splyce. Now, what I want to point out about Regret Slayer is this functions a lot differently than most Slayers, I'd say. This is the map where you can play extremely aggressive and go on these absurd kill streaks and just creating these giant leads. We've seen it in Pro League, we've seen it here in, I think Tono, we've seen it here in the top AM teams competing as well. A 15 kill lead can be quickly diminished. There is no, once you get a team on that spawn trap and consistently have a numbers advantage, there's no hiding, there's no staying alive in certain situations. It's kind of like Halo CE style, where if you're not spawning your teammate correctly, they can just run around with the game and pick up 15-20 kills.
Just want to point out the stats right now. Shooter is sitting at 110-5, so 10 times the amount of assists and kills. Meanwhile, Renegade 13-3. Definitely been the MVP so far for the Splyce squad. Finally, a couple kills going on over to ABC. They did have control previously, like you said, Kyle, when they got 3 dead. And now this is the second time that they've had control. Looks like they should be able to pick up the Overshield too if they want it. There it is. Looks like Marv's able to grab this one now. 11 kills to make up with map control completely possible if ABC plays this the right way.
Yeah, just like what I was saying. This is that game type where these crazy swings can happen. You're never out of it on a Regret Slayer. The rig was what we saw Splyce, kind of playing that collapse game, but it doesn't work out. It's too easy to block a spawn and put someone up behind you here where you're able to secure some of those kills, while Regret, on the other hand, a lot more ways of staying alive.
Yeah, I like this play from Amherst J, realizing that he's not able to find anyone from the position that he was in, so he just backs off, sprints, and gets to the teammate with the overshield. Now he's going to relocate back to top center. He did leave that car side pretty vulnerable, so that's going to be exploited there by Splyce, and multiple players going to push from a couple of different angles there. Grenades flying in, thick and fast, as Sims would like to say, and that player car 4 is going to drop him. This is a really important kill to get. Marb's able to find it, but is he going to be able to get this kill as well? Multiple players flying in. Very nice teamwork by Splyce.
Yeah, 38-25. Was it just too little too late is the question now, as we see Splyce regain control of the map, and they have everyone from ABCDE coming off spawn essentially over towards blue. Now there is one person across the map. If they lose this battle here, which looks like might be happening as the collapse comes in, although 2 dead for Splyce, only 1 for ABCDE, and they're still pushing in. So yeah, not quite out of it yet, but it is looking a little gloomy.
Yeah, again, the start that these guys had from the side of Splyce, it's been all uphill for these guys on ABC. It's so difficult, again, if you don't play it perfectly, and that's just not happened. There's been a couple of times where Boo or maybe Renegade has been in position as the last guy alive to make some big plays, and then eventually you go from having 3 dead to having, 3 up on your team and just retaking control. That's what Splyce is being able to do. So bringing it back just a little bit, at least making it to double digits, isn't out of the question with this overshield coming up. And if they can get this kill and the overshield, they could possibly do something. It's going to be a full one going on over with 9 kills to make up. How can they do it?
Yeah, I mean, they were down by 15. Now they've been rocking right around that 10 kill mark for the rest of the game for the most part. Able to get 1, but like we said, they have to stay alive. They cannot be giving up any deaths here with only 5 kills left to go.
Yeah, again, it could be a little too late, like you said, and that plasma caster is on the map if Shotzi wants to go for it, but it looks like he's going to use the radar instead. Goes for the backpack, not able to find it. Instead, just the double beatdown, getting that brawler medal as well. Only 4 more kills here. You got a lot more to make up on the side of ABC, but Shotzi is not in a good position. Don't think it really matters here. He's just going to clamber right back up onto the bridge. There it is, and he's going to just try to lay down some shots on the players over towards the car side. The collapse is going to come eventually from top center here for Splyce. You also have Shooter coming around with the flank. These are all the kills that they need to move on to the grand finals. They're both stuck over here on the platform. Splyce so close to closing this one out.
Yeah, and you see that kill feed there. Boo Boo Doo has that plasmic caster, and just like that, 50-38. Once again, Renegade 18-9. Renegade for Splyce and Amherst J for ABCDE here, really having pretty phenomenal series.